Okay, so some of y'all do know where I've been and everything, others do not. But this is TDOG's official return to both YouTube and Fortnite. Well, I ended up moving somewhere that I can't get internet at to where I'm not able to actually play all the time. And if I am playing, it's on like hotspot. So yeah, that's one reason. Another reason is I actually recently had surgery. So I'm gonna go into details with all that other stuff, explain everything, and I will end up having a Q&A if needed. So just comment in the video if you're confused about anything I said. Just go ahead, make a comment a question, and I will answer it in the next video. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the new place. Yes, I did move. A lot of y'all already knew that. Codes got disappointed because he thought he would be able to actually continue to play with me every day like we used to, but it turns out that I couldn't get internet, so I'd have to use hotspot. And when using hotspot, you gotta keep your phone charged, everything. I'm not the best with that. Let's see what else you got. I can't get internet where I live. Not a single internet provider will come to my house and actually put a router and get everything set up. Okay, the next thing is the surgery. I ended up having surgery on my MPFL. It got to the point I literally wore the ligament, the MPFL, out to the point where there was almost no ligament. So it's basically nothing was holding my kneecap in place and keeping it popping out of place to the left. So I've had a lot of problems of it, like just landing the wrong way or something. My knee just, I could tell it popped. It gives a real good pop. It goes to the left a little bit and then it'll end up going right back. But you could tell it went lateral and went out of place. So that's one thing a lot of people didn't know about. That's one reason I actually kept playing a lot in the past, was I actually knocked it out of place so many times it got to the point that I couldn't even go to football practice or anything like that. I ended up going, talking to a specialist, sent to a surgeon, sent to another surgeon, and finally had the surgery done. But they had to go in and, of course, check around the knee for any debris, which that's the first hole they open. Just a little poke hole. And then they make another poke hole for cleaning if needed. But instead of just making one, they had to make two. So they had to fix a lot with my knee and had to take out a lot of the debris from where the tissue and the bone had been worn out because I've knocked it out of place so many times. And the kneecap scratches on everything when it pops. So I've had to deal with that for a couple years now. But on to the next part of the procedure. They had to make one long incision right there above the kneecap to where they can actually screw the kneecap and replace the MPFL. And they could replace it one of two things, but one thing which would be most common for young people, kids, stuff like that, would be a hamstring. So that's actually what I believe was used for me. I'm not gonna get into the other thing. And then of course you're gonna have to go make another incision, not as long, about half the length, 1/4 half the length, and that incision right there is what connects, for me, I believe it's the hamstring to the femur. But when the surgeon put me under that anesthesia and everything, he's tried so many times to get me to like play dead, to where he could try to move around my kneecap, but my body was just too tense. I couldn't do it. But after I was put under anesthesia, he took a video of it and would just move my kneecap anywhere it wanted. Anywhere he wanted, the kneecap would go. He showed my mom that was before the surgery, and after the surgery, everything went well. He took another video and actually tightened everything up. But it's been a little bit of a hard road because I ain't got nowhere to put my game or anything. I've got to try to keep up with school, all of that. But as of right now, y'all can count on TDOG. TDOG is back.